And we are live. Stretch. Stretch. Run the ad. Get it out of the way. Go. Poor Russian jelly indeed. Poor Russian jelly. This still remains my favorite model I have ever so far. Well, I don't know if it's my favorite model I've ever made, but it's one of my favorites so far. If I can find an excuse to use it again, I most certainly will. Because this turned out really good. Very big fan of all the little pouches and belts in the backpack. Very charming. How's everyone doing today? Good, I hope. Hotkey, shift 0, shift. Where are my hotkeys? Are all of my hotkeys gone? Why have my hotkeys stopped working? That's not good. That's quite annoying, actually, to put it bluntly, or mildly, rather. Don't like that very much. And busted out during Stalker. Ooh, good. Howdy, hey. Amazon has decided I want ape ads. They've gone cold. Okay. Oh, man. Tis the day. Indeed, it is. Indeed, it is. I need to find an excuse to use it again. Really like this. Started playing Death Stranding this week, and it made me appreciate Joe's delivery so much. The handling is so purposefully clumsy. Clumsky? I don't really love the star belt, but everything else. Clumsky. Clumsy. Hee. Anyway, hi everyone. I don't know why my hotkeys aren't working. Hopefully it's not like a permanent thing. Let's see, is it... Nope. Yeah, they're not working. That sucks. Anyway, the Russian radiated from your artboard. That makes sense. Next up on the docket is a little visual novel. At least visual novel. I'm not sure if it's a puzzle game as well. I think it might be like Ace Attorney-esque, perhaps. Called Of the Devil. Let's see who it was requested by. I think it was requested by Truth via proxy. It's got some of both, but it's mostly a VN. Gotcha. Heard of that one. Quests. Red Alert 2, Yuri's... Alright, we're gonna... Refund. Requested by File Fighter. Heard of that one. Apparently good. So I've heard. Project Wingman DLC. Alright. Go. File Fighter played it themselves and also wanted it streamed. I see. By your powers combined. Anyway, I've seen a little bit about it, and it looks interesting. So I'm excited to play it myself. That said, I've come to an impasse regarding the model. Alright? Because let me pull up the references that Truth has provided me. Alright? So this is what we're working with in terms of the art style. Okay? This is what we got here. This is the main character, Morgan. I believe her name is Morgan. It's Morgan, right? I think it's Morgan. I've been roped into this situation by my own volition, and I couldn't be happier. It doesn't. If it's your own volition, I don't think that means you've been roped into it. But yeah, here's Morgan. The bolo tie works, which is not something you get to say very often. So that's the outfit we're working with. All right. Really appreciate all of my chants you've drawn recently. Your art style rocks all. C8 is a genius. I've said this many times. But here's the outfit we're working with, which would necessitate giving myself boobs. But it's Pride Month, so anything goes. Now, I had a thought while I was thinking of how I should go about making this. And my thought was, I haven't gotten to do style imitation in a while. Would it be fun, perhaps, for this model to try and imitate the style of the game for my model, rather than just making a model that mimics the outfit, or based on the outfit, rather? And so I've been trying to look and see what we're working with. Most noticeable thing is thick outlines to some degree. No shading. It's all single tone in terms of the colors, but very thick, almost like what's the word that I'm looking for? Aggressive shadows on the art, which could be good to work with. It also seems, as you can see in Morgan's character design, to really leverage like the monochromatic aspect very well, especially for her, where we've got a lot of black and then we're using red as the outline to define the outfit a bit more, which I think would work pretty well considering that my outfit is generally monochromatic. Another thing is black seems to be the default tone for the pants, and anything that's black is just completely black, as you can see, where the outline provides a bit of the shape to some degree, like you can see here on the pants. Although we won't have to go down that far. I wanted to see how that outfit looks without the chest, and it kind of has ridiculous high-rise pants. You already... Already we've got a Merrick edit. We're not even like 10 minutes into stream. Damn. There we go. Thank you, Merrick. You took them from her. You took them. The Chan who delivers. Like how Morgan's outfit just blends into a big black blob. It's got enough there that like the inside of the coat being red really helps define the shape. How's it going, Decoy? How's this redhead? Ready to be drawn, I suppose. Who is this redhead? That makes more sense. This is Morgan from of the Devil? Alright. So, I think it's pretty clear that I want to try the style imitation, because I think that would be fun. Question is, do I go for my default outfit, if that's the case? I think I should. Mostly because it gives me something, like, consistent and unique to work with, in that sense. But, also, I don't have a lot of opportunities to wear my default outfit. Right? I'm almost always wearing something else. So if I could do style imitation, I feel like it would work best if I wore my regular outfit. Default-ish in the style would be pretty pog. The only thing I would have trouble figuring out is the clothing folds, because I'm not particularly good at that, to be honest. Oh, there is some shading. Okay, this is more like a CG than their sprite art, though. Whenever we're looking at their talk sprites, oh my god. Whenever we're looking at their portraits, it's just flat colors. But whenever we're looking at a CG like this, there is more dynamic shading. Although it does still keep the stark black shadows. Otherwise, in this style, it may end up looking too flat with knowing shadow. Exactly, yeah. So I need to figure out how I would want to do the clothing folds, what sort of pose I would be going with. In terms of like the sleeves and stuff like that, I think I would probably be copying something like her jacket. It's not exactly the same, but it's got a similar sort of shape to it from the looks of it. Although rolling up the sleeves like I do will provide some interesting challenges, especially for someone like me who hasn't studied clothing folds um at all. That's just at all, period. So, we'll have to see how that goes. And we're also going to have to think what pose we're looking for here. Hmm. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. For now, let's get some music going. Sounds like a fun challenge. Indeed, it does. Hopefully, I'm up to it. Especially considering it's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream today, as Sunday streams usually are. I have D&D. Although, I do have one new song that I've added to the playlist. I'm trying to slowly add to it so it's not just really samey every single time. So here we go. Sneaky Snitch is not back. Sneaky Snitch will never be back. It caused copyright problems. Bear Seek Quest, my beloved. Absolutely. I started replaying Dark Souls 2 today because I'm taking a break from Bloodborne, and I want to see, hey, a lot of the quality of life problems that I have with Bloodborne, were they also that bad in Dark Souls 2? And so far, the answer is no, surprisingly. That said, I don't know how reliable the Scholar of the First Sin edition of the game is in regards to thinking about those quality of life changes. Dark Souls 2 has unique problems. Yeah, I don't like the hollowing system. I'll say that outright. I think the hollowing system is quite bad. Whereas being hollow in... Let's just take Dark Souls 1, for instance. In Dark Souls 1, your default state is hollow. So whenever you become human, or kindle humanity, or whatever it is, whenever you pop a humanity on a bonfire and you become human, rather than it feeling like being undead like takes away from your health, it feels like being human is a massive buff to your health. So it feels like this is a temporary improvement to my stats that if I stay alive, I get to maintain. Whereas in Dark Souls 2, every single time you die, it chips away more and more at your health bar. And while functionally it's the same, it feels worse because of the perceived punishment for dying being more extreme. Compared Scholar of the First Sin to OG Dark Souls 2 a little, and they did add some shortcuts here and there. I'm mostly considering the mechanical quality of Dark Souls 2 to Bloodborne. Because right now, I am taking a break from Bloodborne because I'm not having a good time with it. Not having a good time at all. Trying to get a look at these shapes generally. I think in terms of the bag, I want to go for something. We're probably going to have to go three-dimensional on this one, which is a little weird. There we go. I think something like that should work in terms of like the general angle. God, that feels strange. The eyes have these very pronounced lower lashes as well, which should work perfectly fine considering I give them myself quite readily. I think I would want to go for more oval-shaped eyes as well. something like that, generally speaking. Billy is getting ever wider. It is reflective of real life. Alright, now the question is, would we have any particularly stark shadows on the bag? I think maybe we have one... No, because that kind of makes it look like I have weird bangs. We'll figure that out in a bit. Let's not get too in the weeds about the details. Gonna make the bag have a fold, maybe? Perhaps. Perhaps. For now, we're just trying to get a general idea for the shape. We want our collar. Nope, that is not correct. Where's my eraser? I think just so we've got some more interesting texture to it, we'll go for the slight unzip. Probably be closer to that sort of angle. See, that looks like a little pinwheel now. Music is a little too loud. There we go. Yeah, I'm not having a good time with Bloodborne. And I don't think it's anything to do with the actual quality of the game. I think it's just having some trouble adapting to some of the mechanical differences, which actually make it more of a spin-off than a straightforward Souls-like. And some of the general clunkiness that comes with playing a game that is now 10 years old and has never been remastered or ported from its native hardware. You know? You run into some problems whenever you're dealing with stuff like that. We're gonna be here for a while if I'm getting this bogged down by one little... You know what? We're just gonna keep it whole. I do have a couple criticisms of Bloodborne that are just like not things that I'm having trouble adjusting to. They're just things that I think mechanically feel bad and detract from the experience. If you're on the Discord, you know that I've talked about quite a few of those. Namely, the healing system in Bloodborne feels quite terrible. I think we gotta turn this torso just a bit because it's looking a little like a forward lean moment. We want to go for a little bit of a forward lean. And we're not going to have to do the whole body, so we have to keep that in mind as well. We're probably just going to do, like, the waist-ish. A little bend there. Something like so. I don't sketch very often. And also not in these proportions. So you may be able to tell that there's a little bit of discomfort when it comes to trying to understand what's going on. Love me some sharp angles. Yeah, the good thing about this is that they're dealing in a lot of very sharp angles. There are some rounded ones here, but they're usually on what would be like something that has to be curved, you know? But they're working with a lot of... The art style is very sharp, generally speaking. We're dealing with a lot of very, like, stark shadows, sharp edges. It is not a smooth-looking style, and that's something that I actually benefit from quite greatly. Okay, now here's the question. Do we go for the hand on the hip? Or what are we thinking? That's the hard part. I'm thinking, like, my neutral posture of these characters I'm looking at, I just feel like both arms to the side, insane. Both arms to the side is insane behavior. You gotta be doing something with your hands if you're just standing there. I don't care if they're in a pocket. I don't care if you got it on your hip. I don't care what's going on. You can't just be sitting there, arms at your side. You look crazy. No, it's not you. You don't look crazy. I feel crazy if I do that. If I just have my arms to the side, I feel like an insane person. I'm also not really liking the forward lean. Can we? No, you know what? We're going for the forward lean. Fuck it. I'm committing. Not to preempt the streams, but I'm curious. Vibe check on the lineup in the screen cap. Ooh. I like this character most. I don't know what her deal is, but I find her design the most charming. I don't trust this lanky motherfucker, though. Something about him feels a little off. Although I do like his coat. His coat is quite nice. I don't know. It's hard for me to give like a general vibe, but I like this character's design mostly because I'm a fan of the what is it, like leg strap holster deal. I like that stuff. I like my belts and buckles and my pouches and my straps. You understand this about me now. You know. I don't like them in excess, but I like them whenever they appear to have some practical purpose. Right? I'm not looking for Final Fantasy, but I want some pouches and buckles and etc. That's gonna go like that. Well. There we go. That's about what we're looking for there. Opinions on arm belts? Not super fond of them. Again, they need to feel like they serve a specific purpose. And I feel like an arm belt just is impractical conceptually. However, if we're talking like... a look that I really like is... I don't know if they're necessarily belts, but whenever someone's wearing like a vest with like they've got the vest, the long sleeve shirt, and then like on the upper arm they've got the strap around it that sort of bunches up a little bit. I don't know what I can draw what I'm talking about. So let's see, we've got... I don't know why I'm making this so fucking complicated. We've got our vest. You see what we're working with here? This is a terrible vest, but who fucking cares? There we go. There's our vest. They have the arm. right? They've got the arm going on there, right? Hand goes out. And then I like if they have something here that makes it bunch up a little. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Like this. I find that appealing. In terms of, you know, the arm belt category. Kelly's Bob Ross aura always compels me to doodle along with these streams. That is incredibly charming. Or flattering, I think, is the word that I would use. I don't know if you if you're aware of that, but that is damn. Oh fuck. Hold on a minute. That's got the fucking sauce, man. Holy shit. Damn. That is something that I have to consider, though. They have very thin necks. Damn. That's a really fucking good pose. Damn. I don't see them being that thin, at least on the... Well, on the guys, most certainly not. But on the female characters, they're very, very thin. Exceptionally thin, especially look at her. The proportions tend to go a little lankier and thin. I need to keep that in mind. Lollipop ass. I'm gonna see if I can just sort of tweak this a little. What I want to do. I wanted to grab this. So. More upright posture, although we'll have to adjust. That wouldn't really increase if we've got the more upright posture. Use that to get a crease there. I do think bigger zipper would also play pretty well. Generally speaking. Sharper shoulders is most certainly the play. A sleeve garter. That makes sense. That's probably what I would call it. Yeah. How do they draw hands? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright. We'll figure it out. Here's the thing. I'm 100% a hand on a hip kind of guy. And I don't know how to draw hands on hips. That we don't. Getting too caught up in the overthinking part. How do I usually rest? I can kind of go with what she's got going on. A little bit, yeah. Although she's more front-facing in her posture. Which makes it a little easier to convey. We'll see what we're working with here. Tend to go for a... How is it usually? 2 figures. We'll start blocky just to keep the shapes simple. And I feel like we don't have enough bend on the arm there. Oh, there's a lot of bend there. Wouldn't exactly rest higher. Now that's extended too far. The elbow is too... quite right. I can cheat a little bit by hiding the elbow area. In the sleeve a bit. This more like... That's looking a little more normal, but I think it's the hand that's not feeling quite right there. Give me 1 second. I need to literally stand up and think about how I normally stand. Hold on a minute. Alright, I'm gonna slightly adjust this because I've realized that we're actually leaning into another posture that I tend to do, which is I keep my hand in my pocket, but only my thumb. I'll hook my thumbs into my pockets a lot of the time. And I think that's kind of what it looks like is going on here, accidentally. Seeing if I can... That one. That's got the hand just down to the side. We can keep it extended out a little bit. We'll see how it feels. Let's just say we're dealing with a little bit of... I don't have to worry too much about the pants. Why is my waist so snatched? I just sort of default to, like, jean pockets and stuff when I'm drawing pants. Yeah, now the arm's looking too short. Let's go rough. We're sketching here. We're just getting a feel for it. A little bit like that. I've decided I don't like the hand in pocket posture. Keep hand on hip. How can we make this look a little more interesting? I was thinking maybe we could pop the hip a little more. Well, what if we rotate everything? We're working with. Feels a little. . Move the head a little. Thereabouts. Because of this arm that's not feeling right. I should not have You know what? Here's what we'll do. Hold on. I did make slight adjustments that I quite liked there. We're going to try that arm again. Already I'm liking that posture is maybe a little sassier than I would normally be, but I don't mind it. I had to try out the hip pop. Okay, not exactly popping in the direction that, you know, you went the opposite direction there. And it's not, you know, it's not working. Walk, walk, fashion, baby. We're assembling a dance gif. Indeed we are. Indeed we are. If this jelly played an instrument, would they play the saxophone? I can +2 that. Yeah, it's a Sunday.
Close your eyes. Come to me. Feel alright. Just dance with me all through the night. Turn it.
I feel like our waist is way too snatched here.
Close to you. I feel good. 'Cause I just know feeling of you. Give it to me, baby. Feel alright. I feel good. Just want you step with me, dance with me.
Bring this back though. And then we're going to be covering that up. We draw the arm. F? Uh-oh. Bitrate went way down for a second there. Wonder what the hell that was all about. Are we stable? Are we back? Hello? Alright, that's feeling better. That feels, as a matter of fact, much better. Wow. I like that a lot. Okay, so have that shoulder go up, this shoulder go like that. Something felt wrong there whenever I did that. Using art based on your art as a reference for continuing said art? What? I think so? I think that's the pose we're going to go for. That feels good. I like that. I like that quite a bit. Oh, what else? That. Probably want to accentuate the difference between arm and sleeve a little. So you can't overdo that range. Probably wouldn't. Where am I getting that? Yeah, hers has a little. Accentuated. It's off. Wrong one. I have a question. Is it normal to eat a peanut butter M&M but biting it around the hemisphere? Why did I say silent H like I was reading herb? To extract the peanut, then eat the rest of the M&M. I don't know why you're recycling DM content for streams, but the answer is yes. No. Actually, I won't say it's normal, but I will say that it's something I do routinely. When was the last time you had a peanut M&M? Honestly, it's probably been a couple of months. I don't really know. This needs to be adjusted a little. A little. Would you date an M&M if it had hot legs and sentience? No. Well, maybe if we got to know each other and we really vibed, but as a baseline, probably not. I think the difference between our two worlds would just be too vast to make that kind of a connection, is all. Yeah, I wouldn't have enough in common with them, I think. Plus, like, listen, I know I can come across as a very personable guy. I don't think that I'm strong enough to crack through that hard candy exterior, personally. I think that would just be a bit too much a bit too much friction just to like start the relationship off with. I like this simple little pose we got going on here. Looks good. Throwing the arm out a little bit. I think we're good to go. Now, what size are we working with here? You can touch your M&M girlfriend, but you wouldn't kiss her because she melts in your mouth, not in your hand. Hold on, I'm calculating a response to that. Give me one moment. It's percolating. Give it a moment. All right, I've got it. This chatter doesn't do oral. Kill them with hammers. I think that's about the size we want to work with there. Feel a little smaller. All right. Now, what brushes do we use? Do we use my pixel brush, perhaps? I think we got to use the pixel brush. Will this give us... What thickness outline are we working with? That should be fine. Anyone can melt in your mouth. If you see, that's the angle I was going for, yeah. I don't like... This feels bad. Why do these brushes feel bad? We'll just go with the pixel brush. I think that should work. Howdy, Hazatex. Drawing is going well. We have a fun concept for a model, and I think it's going like it. We're pulling it off. To some degree. Yeah, that'll look good. That'll look fine. We do. Increase like a little subtle, perhaps. Screamer, why didn't you warn me how bad Three Houses did? I thought I explicitly did that. I feel like I pretty explicitly warned you that Three Houses was not that good. It was quite bad in the gameplay department. Alright, I want to erase. Music, why did you stop? Not feeling Hollow Knight. Not feeling Hollow Knight. Lyrim. Yeah. I'd rather be playing Elden Ring, but you like that game, so that's not really saying much. Oh wow, no artifacts, nice. Exactly what we're looking for. I am currently figuring that out, Merrick, yes. Generally, I would do the same, but for some reason I have neglected to do so. There we go. And there we go. This music doesn't fit well with the whole vibe of Dicey Dungeons I'm finding. Dicey Dungeons? Are you playing Dicey Dungeons? Yes? Interesting. Happy to have gotten you back into it, I assume. That's a little presumptuous of me. Happy you're getting into it, or back into it. I don't know why I assume back as if, like, you weren't already a fan of Dicey Dungeons. Who should I recruit in my Golden Deer run? Everyone? Why would you ever look at the list of units and be like, I'm going to explicitly not recruit some of you? I mean, who should I use? I don't fucking know. You think I know any of those characters? Use Petra. I know Petra. I think you need to use girl power to take down Edelgard. No male units allowed. Sorry, Claude is mandatory. Claude can be one of the girls. Just not feeling it. Not it either. I want to fight the girl power of Edelgard. Shouldn't I go all guys? No, 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 no. You need to fight girl power with girl power. That's what I'm saying. Little more here. That looks generally right. I'm happy with that. Okay. Nope. Do you think Edelgard effectively utilized girl power in channeling funding to militant death squads in North Adrestia? I don't know. I haven't played her route. Third? Dare I go for a third lash? The Avarice. No, I won't. I shan't. Three lashes are bordering on whorish. Puritans in the early 1900s, whenever they're trying to decide the crime for showing ankle in the town square. So fucking stupid. So fucking dumb. It doesn't deserve the +2, really. No, not since I laughed at that for so long and I made the joke. Absolutely not, it doesn't deserve that. However, the +2 has already been freely given. It's sort of like Beetlejuice. You gotta do a whole movie and musical before you are able to stop it, really. But you've already said +2, +2, plus... Fuck. You've already said +2, +2, +2 in the mirror. You can't really bottle it right back up. There's a whole, like, steps and checks and balances thing to it. It's a whole ordeal. You can't just revoke a +2 that easily. It's a sacred bond between streamer and chatter. They just scream Beetlejuice or something? I don't know. I haven't watched it. You think I have either? I'm just saying shit. I don't think Beetlejuice was a mirror thing. I don't think I mentioned mirrors. You just have to say it thrice. Sharper angles. Oh. Little thick there. That's not right. Oh, and the good part is we're just going to be using black on that. Fill that whole part in. Like so. Wrong layer. Alright. The recession's been hard on whatever the fuck Beetlejuice is. He is a ghost. He is an evil specter. I know that much. I'm familiar with that much in terms of Beetlejuice lore. Microsoft Edge, what gave you the right to open? Out a little. Alright, now I have to figure out what the fuck's going on with this hand, and I'm not allowed to cheat it a little bit. Well, I can cheat it a little bit. I'm just only allowed to cheat it a little. Bit. That's not how fingers work. The other one curling. That's just not how hands work. See, this is the hard part. You get to a hand that you have to actually draw, and then it's fucked. This one does need like a knuckle, right? They have the knuckles and everything. They don't have the okay, we're good. We're good. We're scot-free. They just have it on her glove to accentuate the features, otherwise it'd just be a shapeless black blob. Yeah, that's good enough for government work. Clear blue sky, I think. Looking good. It's looking good. I'm not gonna lie, chat. It's looking good. The hard part is going to be adding emphasis to all of these wrinkles and all that jazz. We'll figure it out. The more I draw it, the more I can't tell if I hate or love this big triangle zipper. Do they have detailed zippers at all? Do they have zippers of any kind? No, they don't have any zippers of any kind. I feel like I should have a little bit of detail on this zipper, perhaps. One is good. Thank you very much, Lurf, for the tier 1 sub. 3 months. Oh, thank you. Much thinner liner. Rather.
Les flocons de neige qui brillent dans le ciel nocturne.
That goes like that.
Je t'attends seul dans le noir. Je t'attends depuis trop longtemps. Je peux t'entendre dans mon cœur, un murmure de ma propre confession. Le moment de te rencontrer maintenant.
It's looking pretty fucking good, gang. It's looking pretty good.
Où es-tu maintenant? Il s'agit d'attendre.
Alright, hold on. Let's start with the sketch layer. No, it's looking pretty fucking good. It's looking pretty fucking good.
Dis-toi, je t'attends depuis longtemps.
Okay, they've got really thin legs, actually. We could probably be...
Le vent qui me caresse, un ciel brillant. Serait-il possible que je te murmure à ton
Yeah, the
oreille?
legs don't look quite right. Second.
Si vous avez une longue journée, te souviens-tu de moi souffrant? Tu reviendras un jour, un jour.
Here's what we're gonna do. We've been live for about an hour and a half, and I think now is about time to eat dinner. I'm gonna save real quick, and I will take probably a little longer of a break than usual. So, back in a few. Hi, I'm back. I mistimed the break. So I'm back sooner than expected, and I will also be away shortly. As soon as we're actually ready to go. So, need to draw these legs. Here's what I'm thinking for. Pants are going to be black. Fill that in. No. That little bit of thumb showing. Sonic movie was awesome. It was so fun. I've heard good things, yeah. Yeah, that feels about right. Thereabouts. We're gonna have anything. Oh, there's literally no definition on the pants at all. I'd like to have a little definition on the pants. You know what? No, I'm just going to keep in the spirit of how they do the pants and not give them anything. I think that's good. Okay. Looking good. Now we need color. Trying to get rid of the sketch. Color. Grab that. Well, let's do white first. So, throw that down so we have it. Eraser. White. What was the visual novel game at the top? Of the Devil. The game we're going to be playing next on stream. The game I'm currently making a model for. Getting rave reviews in chat. Clean up. Oh, there we go. There we are. We also want... Where's my line art? C, Control V, Control E. Under. Color as well. There are easier ways to do this, but I'm not going to employ them because I'm not very smart. Will you be adding sunglasses to this model? I will not be adding sunglasses to this model. That's going out about as much as it should. And that's going to be a gradient, actually. A gradient tool. And what do we want to do in addition? What if we did a gradient from purple? I'm fucking with that. I'm fucking with that. Looking good. Back to the color layer. Here's what we'll do. Control V. Group. We'll use this because it's higher contrast. Love Wander Song. I wonder if right now I'm having a bad time with, what is it, with Elden Ring and Bloodborne. Because I'm just not enjoying Souls-likes right now. It could very well be the case that after Lies of P, I'm burnt out on it. On him, rather. But also, Lies of P was really fucking good. Maybe I should just play more Lies of P instead. Merrick with the goods as always. Oh no. Usually Merrick is with the bads. Yep. Hey there, sailor. Did you play any Final Fantasy VI? And by 6, I mean 3. I have not played any since, no. I've been stuck in Souls like hell. Also... Yeah. Yep. Okay. I'm going to change this to yellow, and then the actual break we're supposed to take. Start. Ooh, looking good. Looking good. All right. Save. And I'll be back, like I said, in about 10 or so minutes, probably closer to 15. It's going to be a longer one, but I'll be back in a few. Enjoy the music in the meantime. Hello, I'm back. Hi. Let's see what I missed. Did a raid happen while I wasn't looking? Oh no. A raid did happen while I was away. How does this always happen, man? How does this always happen? Hi, everyone. It's a Falzar raid. Thank you very much, Falzar. You're not usually live when I am, I think. Good to see you. Walrus is among them. Did it happen just as I stepped away? Let's see. Yeah, it happened literally the minute I stepped away. Yep, awesome, great, cool, nice. Well, welcome, Raiders. Hi. We're working on our model for Of the Devil. Rather than going for our usual route, we are doing style imitation, which I think is going pretty well. It's looking pretty good. Where's my glove? There's my glove. Cackly, cackly. Almost the exact second. Nice. Love that streamer timing. Don't worry. I don't know why I streamed that as if it was, or string that together as if it was the same sentence. Don't worry, Jelly. I shoot them away with embarrassing shitposts, so it's like the raid never happened. Good, thank you. That's my senpai right there. That's my boy. All right. Let's see what we're working with here. Got color, which this should also not be filled in. Go outside. It did go outside. Go. That jazz. Missed a pixel. There we go. Okay. Now we've got our basic colors. We need to work on detailing. Which, just for the hell of it, I'm going to put into this same layer. I love how this looks. That's better. Go. Starting at 7? Perfect. Alright. We've got a whole other hour of streams, should we need it then. There we go. Alright. along those lines. Going across here. Well, that should probably be 2. Okay, now here's the hard part. I don't know how to do these sleeve ruffles. How are they doing them? Interesting. They don't really do rounded shadows, do they? They don't. Not at all, actually. Twinkification. Eric, you do make some honestly incredible tutorials. I'm very grateful whenever you send them my way. Not really understanding how. Was she wearing a jacket over her coat? Is that a vest over her coat? Or... It's not. Okay. I'd have to trust the process. That feels like I'm getting somewhere. That feels like I'm getting somewhere. That feels right. Seems to favor like an inside shadow. Doesn't make full sense. Lighting one. Trust him. For now, at least. No, that's not right. Why is this part shaded? Oh. Oh, is it? It's just black. Not shaded, it's just black. That's what a coat looks like. Okay. I was misunderstanding completely then. Wait. Howdy, clown. Good to see you. Hey, hey. Got any recommendations for what I should henna tattoo on myself? Shitty Wolf tattoo from Life is Strange 2 is a very good recommendation. How do we feel about the bag shadow like that hanging over? Love the post, thank you. I like it? Okay, good. Good. It will stay then. Just a smidge of three-dimensionality. As a treat. A little bit's good. Used to be just. I mean, kind of feel like we got it. Kind of feels to me like we fucking nailed it. Now here's the question, how do we do the eyes? Could do the same as in game or keep it a swirl. That's what I'm trying to figure out what I should do, yeah. I kind of like the eye shape they're going for there. We'll see how it looks. Rolo's too iconic to not do. True. Alright, I'm thinking... See how it looks first if we go for their eye style. Already looks a little scary, but don't worry, we'll soldier on. Looks pretty good, but also kind of scary. So I'm not sure how to feel. Also, I don't think I'm going to be able to just sort of... Well, let's see. Nope, wrong layer. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to just... I'm going to have to draw different ones that are pointed in different directions. Which is fine. Maybe less swirly? I don't know. I'm kind of fucking with them, I'm not gonna lie. They're a little intense, but I'm kind of fucking with them. We do need brows, though, I'm realizing as well. We need eyebrows.
Open your eyes, open up the clear blue sky. I'll be there to hold you close in my mind. Can you see the snow melting down the sea below? Celebrate a brand new day to start again.
Not quite. I think that one's closer to what I want. Angle it's at makes this a little hard. There we go. Howdy, hey, Kaylee. Oh no. What have you done, Lurf? Holy shit! That looks really good! What the hell? That's... that's like perfect! Holy shit! That's amazing! Oh my god! That's fucking perfect! That's about as close as I'm gonna be able to get him. Alright. Let's see. Second adjusting in my chair. Oh no. Leg got uncomfortable at that angle. OV. I think we'll have him rest there normally. And that'll be talking. Oh, good. I'm a genius. Nice. All right. Let's see. We want... will be... Yes. Eyes. That's a jelly right there. Question truth. Do the characters blink in Of the Devil? Yes. I was about to say, damn it. Do you have a frame of that? Maybe. Not that I recall. Would you be able to possibly find one? Damn, this is looking really fucking good, actually. Oh my god. Oh, no, I said yes to question, not the question. Okay, would you be able to check if they blink? If they don't blink, that makes my life a lot easier. Because then I don't need to have blink frames. They do not blink? No? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Nice. Nice. That one doesn't feel right. Oh. There we go. One more. More. Looks. Tiny shitpost video with sound. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That's what I was thinking too. Hold on. So fucking stupid. Thank you, Merrick. All right, closed eyes are done. Well, do I want them to move? Because these sprites are static as well. I assume. I think if I'm staying in the style, I don't want them to move. Even though I usually like that effect quite a lot. See how I feel. Different. Well, yeah, they have different faces, but usually you see how my eyes jitter a little. They have that boiling lines going on. So I am gonna have different, like a sprite and then a talk sprite. But I think I'm gonna not have the boiled lines. I don't want one that looks like it's looking right at you. Felt right until the end there. Looking good. Looking bad. Oh, quite bad. Oh. On. They just like they're part of the same eye. Like they've got the same eye shape. I just realized the music stopped. A potluck nice. Needs to get that same That's close. Can I modify this to get what I want? I think that's it. I think that's it. Hmm. Be a little. There we go. Okay, nice. Haven't watched since the last art stream. Did you end up sticking with wide jelly for the model? I haven't made my regular models any wider, but we did end up going with a generally wider torso for both of the models we made that stream. Which is these two. This is still my favorite model I've made yet. Of our more traditional models, shall I say. This one was pretty good too. This one was pretty good. Like this, I have a lot of models here that I'm really happy with. I think we got it. Maybe we can make this finger a little longer, though. No, that looks right. That looks about right. All right. Where's the nail polish? You're so right, Merrick. You're so right. Well, it's basically impossible to see. But there it is. Outline it. Could always do. Hold on. Black nail polish never hurt nobody. All right. Where are the eyebrows? There we go. I think that's good. I think we're good to go. Thank you, Merrick, for this initial vibe sketch. Change that from lawyer to devilish. Goes. It is a very good emote. Definitely should be using it more often. I'll save real quick. Whoops. Save it again. Leave it right where it is. Hold on a minute. No, zipper's fine. Oh, why, create a cropping tool? Why are you so bad? This model did turn out really good. I'm extremely happy with this. If you select an area first and then select the crop tool, does it automatically snap to your selection? No, it does not. Auto to Kelly model Devilish. Close. Eyes. Devilish. Open. Save it as a PNG, not a Krita file. Open. I can do it. Closed. Okay. And I will be back shortly. Don't panic. Be there in a sec. Model.
Flocons de neige qui brillent dans le ciel, nocturne me réconforte. Je
All right.
t'appelle
Oh, that's fucking cool. Oh, that's good. All right, that's a good one. That's a really fucking good one. This one turned out so fucking good, man. Wow. Oh, man. God, I love these streams, man. Howdy, hey, Moncton Etiquette Enjoyer. Perfect time for your... It sure is. It sure is. Well done. Thank you very much, first time chatter helmet. I still have no idea what game this is for, but the model will be fire. It's for a visual novel called Of the Devil, which I need to download immediately. What is this, Merrick? Oh no, it's the same one pinned. Let's see. One second. I do demand we watch the Yuri's Revenge introduction cutscene at some point. Sounds fair enough to me. Where is... oh, do I have to download the prologue of the devil? In library? What if it's in my library, then where the hell is it? There is it? Or there it is, rather? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This turned out good. Did you finish Command and Conquer? I did not finish Command and Conquer. I was not having a good time at all. So I had to cut those streams. Sometimes you find out that you just really don't like a genre. There's nothing you can do about it. Jelly was commanded and conquered. Finished just in time for Seki Sundays, right? Right? Perfect fucking timing, huh? Is Mouse live? Where's my phone? There's my phone. Has Mouse gone live yet? No? Okay. Enough. I am extremely happy with how this model came out. This was so much fun to make. Oh, man. I love this shit. I love these art streams so much, man. I love these art streams. These are some of my favorite streams to do every single time. I'm sad the one for Ace Combat wasn't as fun, but damn. Damn, this turned out so good. I just feel like these streams are always very, very cozy. It turned out great. I mean, for like, throwing it together in 3 hours, doing my best to imitate the style without any practice, I think it did a pretty damn good job here. Certified cozy shirt? Alright, let's not go that far. Let's not go that far. Eyes are immaculate, made me want to draw more. That's extremely flattering to hear. And it makes me happy to hear it. Alright. Nice! Oh, I'm really happy with this. Alright, so, this Tuesday, we will be starting Of the Devil. And I'm really looking forward to it. That'll be something nice to sort of ease our way back into. For now, though, I'm going to send everyone Mouse's way, /raid. That's not how you spell raid. Hello, it's Mouse. So I'm going to send you on over her way. Her and Joe are still reading Sekimea, so they're pretty deep in there, I think. Actually, I don't know how far they are, but they're a ways into it, so if you're thinking of reading Sekimea yourself, just be aware. Could be some spoilers. I'm sure Mouse will give you the whole same spiel here, but until then, I'll have my own visual novel to read this Tuesday. And then, I meant to talk about Bloodborne, so let me just filibust for a little bit while the raid's going out. I think that it encourages aggression, but in a way that is not entirely mechanically in line with how clunky the gameplay systems tend to be, and so far, it's probably my least favorite Souls-like that I'm playing.